was actually wearing this really cute turtleneck today in all my meetings. I just thrifted it over the weekend. It's pretty sick, right? I have been so happy, and there has been this like sense of finality of finishing the script. And I do still feel that, but the whole like working for a living thing has kind of taken my joy. Like all weekend I was so happy just waking up feeling so inspired and excited. Monday morning, man, I'm becoming one of those people that's like Mondays, you know, guys? I have made an effort to spend at least 15 minutes writing every day, whether that's in the morning or after work. Next week is my birthday. We have to finish, which means writing, fade to black or whatever ending I'm going to choose. I'm not really in a rush to finish it. I've kind of been enjoying being at this stage. I know it's like almost done, and I'm very happy with it. I think this is the best I could do. I don't know, making these vlogs has made me so happy. I love all the people that I've met who we comment on each other's vlogs. It's like really, really cool. I have not only been keeping myself accountable, but it's been such a great way to vent and get things out and express how I'm feeling. I watch my videos all the time, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I thought that. I took this too seriously. It's really nice to reflect. I recommend it. It's really fun. Making these vlogs has really helped me get more writing done and feel a lot better about it. Tonight we are going to a gym that I rented late tonight to record some sounds, not sound effects, but like some sounds that we're going to use in the short film with my sound designer. So that'll be really fun.
Okay.
So this is what our office closet guest room is looking like. Yeah. It is Friday of my birthday weekend. My birthday's next week, but I'm considering this my birthday weekend because next weekend I will be traveling for work again. So today I'm really excited. I'm going to go see my friend Kim on the Upper East Side. Let me put something on. Okay. I'm going to go see my friend Kim on the Upper East Side, and we're gonna get a matcha and hang out, and I'll probably do my work from home. I have a ton of meetings. I have been having a ton of meetings lately, and it's fine. I had like an awful day at work yesterday, so it just felt so good to come home. As someone who works from home, the few times I do go into the office, I forget how great it is to like come home, because sometimes I get so sick of being here. I'm obviously just waking up and just saying a bunch of random stuff. I bought myself a couple things for my birthday, including a tripod, which is going to be revolutionary because my camera is literally propped up on the hard drive that has my whole script on it. I bought myself the script to Honora, but it's back ordered, so I don't think I'll get it till January. So I guess that could also be a Christmas present to myself. For my birthday, what I would really love is to have a finished draft of my script that I can print out and start revising. Although I have been doing a lot of revising lately, even though it's not done yet. Literally have to write one scene. I've written some versions of it. I've been like tinkering with it. It's a conversation, kind of a wrap-up conversation of the female side character. I've talked about this before. I'm finally almost done with the script, and I've been starting to brainstorm the next one. I'm really trying to finish this one before I get too excited about anything else, but to be fair, I have not been that excited about anything else, so I think there is a ways to go before I'm done with this. Hello again from same room, different angle. I'm really looking forward to writing tonight. I'm gonna have some time tonight to work on this scene, unless I end up working on something else. But something I have been thinking about with my writing lately is learned a lot about the Enneagram because I really liked it for helping me create my character. When I read about the type 8, I knew that the Enneagram was going to be really cool because one of the characters I wrote into my script, who's one of the main characters, is such a type 8, and I was like, wow, I didn't know about any of this, but I came up with a character this is so spot on for him. I was like, oh, this is great for character creation, but I don't know how realistic this is for people in real life, even though it's a psychology thing that people use to improve their personalities in their life. And I was like, oh, I don't really resonate with any of these types, whatever. Then I read about the type 4, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's me. Unfortunately, I completely relate to this type. That being said, the type 4 is some of their big problems are jealousy and wanting to feel unique and special and torturing themselves. It's like the tortured artist. It's so stupid and I hate it, but unfortunately, it truly resonates with me. And as a writer and screenwriter and filmmaker, I think this is a really common thing to be afraid of people stealing your ideas or be jealous of someone getting more success. Something that I found that really helps me deal with this, telling myself that there is so much room in storytelling and the arts for every single story. I want everyone to make their movie or write their book or write their play, whatever it is. And I want to experience all of these different stories. You have this unique author voice and this writer voice that's only you can write that. And the authenticity comes through no matter what the plot is, even if it's something that's done a million times. I don't know if that made sense. So now I'm kind of thinking about the next thing I want to write, and I kind of think I want to use a premise or tell a story that's been done a million times. Write a script that's not super unique in concept. I'm trying to think of something that is a story that I love and I always go for, but I've seen a million times. Maybe a father-daughter story, or a sister story. I don't have a sister, so I love the idea of writing a sister relationship. I also love writing relationships that I have never experienced because it's really fun to go into the mindset of someone who's totally different from me but feels the same types of emotions. I think those stories are so much fun to write. This script I'm working on right now is about someone who has a crush on his best friend, and I've never experienced that before, but I love that idea so much, and I love all the emotions and conflicts that it comes with. So much fun to write. I don't want to write something I've experienced. That's so freaking boring to me. Trying to think of new dynamics and conflicts that I'd like to write about that would be fun for me. And I'm kind of feeling I want to make something that's been done before or that's kind of classic and do it in my own way. And I'm going to the Upper East Side for my birthday matcha. $20 later. Working so hard. The cover of Midnights. On Friday night, I finished the script, and then I was like, no, it's not finished. Over the weekend, I thought about that last scene that I wrote, and I was like, no, not good enough, not correct, not right. So I'm still thinking about that scene. feel like I didn't really nail it. Not really quite sure what I want that to be, so I need to go back, I think. But I just don't have the energy or the time to do that. I don't know. I just hate my birthday so much. It would be so awesome to be like, I have a finished draft on my birthday, but it's simply not going to happen. But it is really, really close, so I can be happy about that. What is this here that has been in front of me the whole time? I have a teeny tiny, this was expensive. I have a Barnes & Noble haul here. I do not usually go to Barnes & Noble. I haven't been there in years, actually. But I was trying to find a book for my friend for a gift, which I'll show you now, and I didn't have time to go to any other bookstore. There it is. Save the Cat. Screenwriting book. I did not buy this for myself, even though I probably should have, and I probably should read this. As a screenwriter, obviously, I should definitely read this, but I bought it for my coworker who I worked with for the past 2 years. He was like my partner, and he got a new job, so I wanted to give him something better than a card, and he loves to write. He's also working on a feature, and I figured I would write a little note on the inside instead of a card, so he could have this forever. Let me read you a passage from it, because why not? I'll just open to a random page and read it. Screenwriting is like solving a puzzle over and over. You get faster with practice. The more stories you break, the more outlines you beat out to their completion, the more screenplays you tag with the end, the better you get. These shortcuts are essential time savers. Okay, and then I'm assuming he gets into the shortcuts. Or that was what happened in that last chapter. That is great advice. I sincerely hope to write another screenplay someday. I bought Dark Matter, which I have been talking about. I really wanted a book to be reading on the train that day, and I probably should not have spent $20 on this, but I couldn't get it at the library. I bought it, whatever. And then finally, what I'm most excited about, it's my birthday gift to myself, the Anthony Bourdain Reader, which is a bunch of different writings and excerpts from his books. I've read all of Anthony Bourdain's books. One thing about me is I do not play about Anthony Bourdain. So any book with his name or face on it, I'm purchasing. I saw this and it was in the cart. There was no hesitation. This is the perfect book to read on a plane, because if I get anxious on the plane and, you know, I get through one passage, then I'm on to the next passage. You know, it's not like I really have to force myself to focus in on one story, because it's several. Anyway, it's also just a beautiful, beautiful book. And I just love anything that he has written, so I'm really excited to read, like, his newspaper. I'm really excited to read, like, his short stories that were published in, like, magazines and newspapers that I've never read. I love him. I miss him so much.
It's Adrian Brody.
Before he left to be on the OC.
The pianist.
I spent the last week in Buffalo with my family and I didn't film anything. I actually didn't have a second alone. I'm like so close to being done, but I feel like I just set myself back because like it is good to step away from your writing and then come back to it with fresh eyes, but like I was so in it and I'm so close to the end. I need to immerse myself back into the world. The problem I'm having right now, very simple. Like I said in my last video, I finished it. There's two side characters that are really important to the story. I'm like struggling with these two scenes. One of them is like post-midpoint. The main character realizes that like the big problem is like him and he needs to change. I don't know, I was just thinking more about that scene and what it needs to do. I came up with some ideas. I don't know if I really am there yet, and like I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna write, but I know that writing will probably help. Because I just feel like these like final conversations, like a goodbye between two characters, can be so cheesy. This scene is important to the plot, like I need it. There is like a love triangle, and it is like a true love triangle. Like every character in the triangle has a romantic connection in some way to another character. I don't know how much I want to give away about my movie. In my last video, I could not shut up about how much I loved it. It's literally my dream movie. I'm so obsessed with my story. Honestly, it was so repetitive, it was annoying. I still do feel like really excited, even though I haven't had any time with it. And I have been kind of like back in my like, I'm dreading writing mindset because I've spent so much time away from it. And I also know that I will not be spending any time with it this week because I'm going on a work trip. On Wednesday this week, I'm going to see Wicked on Broadway because my boyfriend got me tickets for my birthday, so we're gonna go together. And I used to work on Broadway. I'm not a big Broadway baby. I'm not a big theater kid, but I do love Wicked. I'm also reading this book, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. You saw me read Upgrade and Recursion on this channel, so I had to complete the trifecta. I don't know. Honestly, I'm almost done with it. I've been ripping through it. This was such an easy read. I really like it. I think the thing I love most about Blake Crouch's writing is that it makes you just like slow down. I say that as if I haven't been ripping through these pages, like reading it so fast. But I think when you put the book down, it makes you like really appreciate everything you have in your life. There is like a passage in this book, let me see if I can find it and read it to you, that expresses how I feel. I thought I appreciated every moment, but sitting here in the cold, I know I took it all for granted. And how could I not? Until everything topples, we have no idea what we actually have, how precariously and perfectly it all hangs together. I don't know, that really got me, but Recursion was so much better in my opinion than both Dark Matter and Upgrade. And I know people say this is his best one and I should get to the end before I make a decision, but so far, and I'm pretty far into it, I really think Recursion is his best work. And I have a huge problem with both this book and Upgrade, which is that the main character, I have a really hard time connecting with both of those main characters and relating to them and supporting them and like wanting to see them get what they want, because like the thing that they both want is so good and makes sense from the beginning and it doesn't really change. Like in Dark Matter, he wants to get back to his wife no matter what. Like he is not even a little bit swayed by the idea of living the life of this like genius version of himself. And in Upgrade, all he wants is to like destroy the technology. Like he's not even interested in seeing like there's no temptation for either of them to this evil side. They're both just like working for the like good positive side that is like the theme of the books. And I just like don't find that as interesting as like in Recursion, where the main characters were both so interesting. The love story in Recursion, I got to know the two characters separately before I got to know them as a couple, and it made me just like love them together so much more. While in this book and in, I mean, I didn't truly mind the romance in Upgrade because it was such like a small part of it, but this one, like he's so obsessed with his wife, and I get it, like I get it, but like I just have no connection to their romance. It's like, yeah, so those are my problems with Blake Crouch's work, but I think Recursion might be one of my favorite books of all time.